my name is Deborah and this is my channel, Stitch the Stash. Today is Saturday, January 9th, 2021. How are you? This is FlossTube number 30 and my first FlossTube update for the new year. I hope everyone is doing well. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if this is your first time checking my channel out, I hope you enjoy. My channel is all about cross stitch and I am going to be introducing knitting back into my updates because it was very well received during my Flossmas/Vlogmas videos in December. So yeah, how are you all today? Today is Sunshine City here in New York City and I am welcoming it after the week we've had here in the US. I think we all could use some sunshine right now. So yeah, I'm here to give you an update. I have finishes, I have a new start, and I have works in progress to share with you. But first of all, I want to take care of a little bit of admin. I have my notes here to keep me on point. I want first to say I have implemented a Happy Mail Google form. You'll find the link down below, and I've decided that if you want to participate in any of my Pass the Stash or any of my giveaways, or even maybe occasionally receive some happy mail, say on your birthday, why don't you go ahead and fill that form out, and that way if you enter anything to win from me, I have your mailing address already. And also, if you don't fill it out and you get selected for a prize or a Pass the Stash, I'll pick another winner. I know a lot of FlossTubers have implemented this and it's actually working really well for them. It's just so I don't have to chase you for mailing addresses. So what's the harm in filling that out, giving me your information if you feel comfortable? And there are also a couple optional questions in there. So if you feel like filling them out, please do. Like I said, you never know. You might receive a piece of happy mail on your birthday. Who knows? So yeah, I have the link down below, so please fill that out. I am planning on resuming Passing the Stash and giveaways at some point this year. I have things that I have put aside for giveaways. I know I was going to do a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers, which I have not done yet, simply because I have not been going into the post office. And as always, if you are international, please fill the form out too, because I will ship anywhere in the world. Okay. Number 2, my Instagram account. If you follow me on Instagram or you want to follow me on Instagram, I have made my account private. I did that back in July. My account was public, has always been public, but in July, with everything that had been happening, my account got spoofed, and fortunately, I was able to have that fake account closed. But then I was also getting a lot of automatic friend requests on Instagram that are spoofed accounts and people I already follow, and then their spoof accounts following me. And then also, you know, we all are getting those weird random gentleman friend requests. No. So I decided to control my sanity a little bit and have a little bit better control on who is on my page because I don't want those spoof accounts there. I made it private. So if you request to follow me on Instagram, which is Stitch the Stash, and I do not approve you, please drop me a direct message and just let me know, hey, I watch your FlossTube channel. Could you please approve me to your account? I tend not to approve anyone that has no picture and no posts. Yeah, because those I'm not quite sure if they're valid or not. And I do have a couple of people that follow me that have no pictures and no posts, but they interact with me, they talk to me, so I know that they are a real account. So if you have no picture and no posts and you are a cross stitcher and want to follow me, direct message me and I will confirm you. Also, if you watch my updates, which obviously you do, I encourage you to make sure you're subscribed and to click the bell for notifications, because on my Instagram account I tend to screenshot my new uploads and announce them there, and I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I figure just one less thing for me to keep track of. I may occasionally do it, but right now, no more notification updates on my Instagram account, so make sure you're subscribed and you click the bell button. And that way YouTube will let you know when I have a new update video or new special whatever video, Stitch with me. You'll be notified. Let's see. Yes, I covered that. Oh, I also want to welcome all my new subscribers. I've had an influx of new subscribers to my channel, and I know that I have been mentioned a couple times throughout December, and I know Annie Joyful Stitcher mentioned me, and I know Sammy J Stitches mentioned me. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I know a few of you have already commented on my videos and are interacting with me. I love it, and I just hope you continue to enjoy what I have to offer here. And then that is it for admin. So let's go ahead and move on to finishes. I have one finish for you this week. I'm super excited about it. It is my Mary and Minty by Brenda Gervais. This was the Mary Minty salve that she put on in December. I think she released the pattern in 4 parts. And I started it during Flossmas, and it is done. Super love it. Those of you who watched my Flossmas, you know that I was debating about whether or not this was a 36 count or a 32 count lakeside linen, because I did get this out of the mystery grab bag from Traditional Stitches, and the fabric is not labeled, so I don't even know what color this is. As you can see, my pattern fit. I'm airing that this is a 36 count. In some places it probably did measure as a 32, but this is definitely a 36 because I have even margins on the top and bottom, and so yeah, made me super happy. I finished this on, let's check my calendar. I finished this on January 6th, and this is my first finish for the new year. Absolutely love it. I used all the called for colors. These Smyrna crosses replaced these small snowflakes in the pattern. I just wanted to give a little bit more dimension texture to the pattern. And then, of course, all of these French knots. I completed those French knots on Wednesday afternoon as I was watching everything happen on the news. So, yep, I powered through on those French knots and put a lot of my feelings into those French knots. But yep, super love this, and this is my first finish towards my 50 finishes goal this year, to celebrate my 50th birthday this year. And the hashtag I am planning on using is Stitch the Stash 50 for 50 in 2021. That is a mouthful. I was going to put finishes in there, but then it would be even more of a obnoxiously long hashtag. So yep, number 1 of 50 complete. Let's talk about new starts and works in progress. I'm going to lump the two together. I used to separate them out, but not anymore. I'm consolidating. So I did have a New Year new start on January 1st. I'm housing it in a Diddly Daddle Design project bag. Absolutely love it. And what did I start on January 1st? But yes, Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I fell in love with this pattern when I saw that she released it at a retreat, and then I could not wait to get it, and I knew this had to be my New Year new start, and I did not want to put it down. That is for sure. And here's where I got to on it. I am stitching this on 36 count linen by Extrude Design in the color Marbled Bunny, and the color is pretty accurate right here. It definitely has some peachy bronzy tones to it, and I thought it was perfect for the colors in the pattern because I am using all called fors except for 2. I did swap out. I swapped out the color for the snow, and then there was a color in one of the birds that I didn't didn't have, so I just pulled something from my stash. But this is where I'm at. I love it. I have, I worked on it for 2 days, the first and the second, and I put 11 by 11 Q-snap, and I stitched the borders as far as I could in the Q-snap, and then I started putting in the flowers or berries, and then you can see I had started the snow leading up to the huge manor house that I have heard has over 6,000 stitches in it. But my plan going forward is to stitch on this on the first of every month and see where I get at the end of the year. I'm hoping for a finish this year, but with my big huge plans of having 50 finishes, I'm just not sure it's going to happen, and that's okay. But we can make some good progress on it this year. Love it. And now for my works in progress. I stated it in my goals or plans video beginning this year that I am participating in WIPGO 2021. We had 3 numbers called for the month because our free space number 13 was called for the very beginning. That normally doesn't happen. So yes, my number 13 is a free space and I can mark it off. But the other 2 numbers were called. The first one is Summer at Cherry Hill, and my goal was to put 3 days in work into it. And then the other project is Let's Talk Winter by Hands On Designs. I had that marked for a finish this year. I don't think I will get it done this month, but I'm going to get as much as I possibly can with it because I have a plan for it this month. But in my another Diddly Daddle Designs bag, I have Summer at Cherry Hill by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. Here's a picture of where it was the last time you saw it, and here is where it is now. I am stitching this on 36 count linen by Seraphim Hand Dyed Fabrics in the color Dusty Road. And as you can see, I have made quite a bit of progress. I did start this during Stitch Mania last year. I'm styling it with Aaron 2 Martini Stitcher and Climbing Stitcher joined us. And so we just decided to pick today and we started it together. It's not an official hashtag style or anything. But yes, I actually finished my 3-day stitching goal on this on Friday. But then I just didn't want to put it down. So this morning I put many more stitches into it. And actually what you see here is page 1 is almost all complete. And I just love how it's turning out. I will say that the color of these lighter leaves and the border are the same color, which is, I believe it's Classic Colorworks Avocado. And the color of the leaves were from an old skein that I was trying to use up. So you can see that it's barely got a green variegation in it. It's more yellow. And what I have on the border is from a brand new fresh skein, and so I decided just to plow through with the leaves in the tree and use my old skein of avocado. I think I only have like a yard left, and then the border and the grass in the project will be from my brand new skeins of avocado, which has a much more deeper green variegation in it. So this one will go away. Right now, I have put for my 3 days of WIPGO goal on it, so that goal is met. I can cross it off, and then an extra day, and if I have more extra stitchy time this month, I'll pull it back out, but if not, it will not come back out until Mania. So I can't remember what day in May, but it will come back out for its birthday. Let's move on to plans. What am I planning on stitching on during the next week? Well, like I said before, that I'm planning on this year to stitch on all of my whips this year, and the way I'm going to accomplish that is by stitching them on their birthday. And I had a project that had a birthday on January 5th that I did not stitch on, so I'm going to stitch on it tomorrow, and that pattern is my Quick Stitch Lavender Roses by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Carrie Hawks. Like I said, its birthday was on the 5th, which was in the middle of a work week, so I did not pull everything out to stitch on a full coverage piece on that day. I knew I would just do it this weekend. So Sunday morning will be a good time for me to do it because it tends to be very peaceful outside, so I can concentrate on it. So this will get some love this weekend. Then after that, I looked at what I wanted to finish next, because if I want to have 50 finishes this year, I need to have at least 4 finishes a month. And 1 month I need or 1 or 2 months I need an extra finish. So what is my plan? And I outlined before how I was going to go about this, and I know I said that I wanted some of my projects to be on the bigger side, but to begin with, we're starting with smaller projects. So the next one that I want to finish is Lizzie Kate Yearbook February, and this is what it will look like when it's done. I have just 6 more of these left to do, and I'm trying to do them a month ahead of time, and I'd like to get this one done this week. It's possible. If I sit down and stitch on it every night, I will get it done, and then I will fully finish it so I can have it displayed for next month. And let me just show you where I'm at with it real quick. This is where I'm at with it. The border is all done, at least all the white border's done. There's some flower, well, that's a heart border down here that needs to be finished. They're about 1,000 stitches, so I have a good start into those 1,000 stitches, so I definitely believe I can get this one done this week. And then my other Whip Go piece that was called this month is Let's Talk Winter by Hands On Design. Like I said, I want to have this one finished this year because it is a series piece, and I'm trying to have all my series pieces finished with the exception of 2, which I have marked on my Whip Go board for number of stitching on days because they're on the bigger side. But this is where I'm starting with it. So I will also work on this starting today, and I will continue to work on this for the rest of the month to see how far I can get with it. But my plan is there is a 24 hours of cross stitch this month. It starts on Friday, January 22nd. And I thought, what is a great way to get stitches into this piece so it's closer to a finish? I'm going to use a monogamous 24 hours of cross stitch and stitch on this piece. Now, 24 hours of cross stitch, the first time I really prepared and participated was in July when I started all of my Lizzie Kates, and I managed to get to 18 hours. I do not expect to get to 24 hours, but I know I can get a lot of X's done on that. So I'm going to start working on this today, and it will stay out for the rest of the month, and we'll see what kind of progress we can make on it in a couple weekends for 24 hours of cross stitch. And my last plan for this coming week is to start Beach Dance by Lindy Stitches. Nicole from Stitches with Sphinxes, her birthday is that weekend, and she has this pattern. She wants to start it for her birthday, and I told her I would style it with her. So on Friday, we are going to start this for her birthday. I know she has an injury right now, so she's slowly getting back into stitching, but I'm sure she will put a few X's into this during her birthday weekend. So I'm super excited to start this. I have my fabric all pulled, and I just need to think about a couple of different colors. I think I'm missing a couple colors in my DMC. But yeah, so I will start that next Friday. I forgot to mention that I have one other thing to include in my plans this week, and that is stitching on Like a Cherry Blossom by Stitches Through the Years. This pattern does have its birthday, well, it doesn't have its birthday, but it is something that I stitch on the 13th of every month. So this will be coming out on Wednesday. And this is where I'm at with it. I am stitching this on a 36 count linen by XG Design. But yeah, I'll go into all the details for my projects that I'm planning on working on over the next week when I show them. But yep, I love this, and I'm hoping to get quite a bit of more progress done on it on the 13th. All right, so that is all of my plans. Let's move on to Stitchy Kindness and Retail Therapy. Stitchy Kindness from last year that I never showed. I know that towards the last half of the year, my update videos were very far and few between. I think I had an update video at the end of May, and then I did another one in September, and then I did Flossmas. So I want to go ahead and put these here because everyone deserves a huge thank you. I've already given them a thank you, but I wanted to publicly thank them. So the first one is, if I'm a member of the Tracy Horner's Ink Circles Patreon page, and over the summer she sent all of her members Happy Mail, and she sent everyone a beautiful card. It is one of her designs. Absolutely love it. She wrote a nice little message inside, and then she also included some Carrie's Creations thread. And this is coffee. The color is coffee. It's this beautiful variegated brown. I'm super excited to stitch with this at some point this year, work it into a project, maybe into I don't know, a little Quaker design, not sure, but we received that. And then she sent us some stickers and a really cute blank thank you card. Loved it. It was really nice to receive a little bit of happy mail from her this past year. And then I also received a card from Minty. She is Cross Stitch Minty on Instagram, and she also has a FlossTube channel. She sent me this beautiful postcard with a lovely handwritten note on it, and then she also included this Crescent Colorworks, but we know it's Classic Colorworks today, and the color is Cashmere, and it's this beautiful purpley pink color. Absolutely love it, so thank you, Minty. And then I also received a lovely sweet card from Yantina Stitches this past fall. She just sent me some happy mail. She thought I could use it, and I absolutely did it. So thank you, Yantina. I love it. And then for my birthday in August, I received a couple special packages in the mail. So the first one came from Climbing Stitcher. She sent me this adorable owl card. We both love owls, so this one is adorable. And then she sent me some patterns. And the first one is a Blackbird Designs book called For My Friend. Absolutely love a lot of these designs. There's a bunch of little smalls in here, so they should stitch up very quickly. And even this one's really, really cute. So I received this. And then she sent me this Quaker, it's called Quaker Handwork by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I love stitching Quakers. I love the little mini finishes that come in with it. So this one will be started at some point. And then she sent me Hands-On Design Mend block, and she also included the pins that you purchased to go with it. Absolutely love this. I see finishing this and having it in my sewing room one day. And then she sent me the most adorable pin that she turned into a needle minder. It is Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, and she knows I absolutely love Tigger. He is my favorite Disney character, always has been and always will be, so I am going to think of her every time I use this adorable needle minder that she had made for me. So thank you so much, Climbing Stitcher. You know I love everything, and I truly, truly appreciate you and the friendship that we have. Also received another birthday present from another wonderful friend, Stitchy friend. Totally blew me out of the water when I received this, and this is what I received. Caitlin from Big Apple Stitching made this. She made the bag. She stitched this up, and oh my goodness, I love it. I was so touched that she cross-stitched this for me and then made a bag for me. She is a fairly new sewer. I remember when she got her sewing machine for Christmas, and I just kept telling her, practice, 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 and now she makes so many beautiful things. Project bags. She made a quilt for her new baby. She has made table runners. Absolutely beautiful. But yes, she got me kitty cats and knitting. Absolutely love it. And then on the inside, we had this gorgeous pink fabric. She gets me. Caitlin, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it, and I can't wait to put a super special project inside this bag. Now we're on to retail therapy, and I have just a teeny tiny bit to share with you. I received my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. The color is called Ceridwen, not 100% sure, but this is what it is. It is a 32 count linen, and I love the colors. That's kind of accurate. It's a little more deeper in person. A little more accurate right there. But yeah, I see putting a really fun summery pattern on it. I'm not 100% sure what, but this definitely will be cut up into smaller pieces for whatever perfect patterns I find for it. And then I also pre-ordered from Fire Poppies the Winds of Autumn book. This is the new Blackbird Designs book. There's 12 projects in there. Super, super excited because I have only stitched one project out of this, which is Spell of the Moon. My sister lent me her pattern. And I finished that last year. But there's so many in here. I'm looking forward to stitching this. I'm going to pick out I have some thread coming to me from Mrs. Sadis that I'm thinking about using for this. So when I get it, I'll share it with you. And there's only one other pattern in here that I actually own the pattern, which I'm not 100% sure you can get anymore, but now you can get it in this book. And it is called Waiting for Harvest. So I might be passing the stash on the small pattern that I have, the original pattern as it was released. I'm not 100% sure yet, so I will let you know when I know what I'm going to do with it. But yep, looking forward to stitching many projects out of that, and I'm hopefully going to stitch at least one this year. And the last piece of retail therapy is this gorgeous bag from Joanna at Stitching the High Notes. I first saw this bag on Erin Two Martini Stitcher's channel and also Annie Joyful Stitcher. They both have bags with this pattern in it. Joanna makes lovely bags. I know in Flossmas, or no, my Whip Parade, I showed you the vinyl front bags that I have bought from her. I'm not sure she makes that style anymore, but she makes different sizes of this. I do not think there's any more of these. I know the larger bags were sold out, and this is one of her smaller ones. And I also purchased one of her Fox. It is a stitch progress keeper, but I just put it on as a thread pull? No, a zipper pull. So super, super cute. Love this bag, and I'm going to have to find another special little project to put in this one too. Then really quickly, I'm going to show you the one current knitting project that I have on my needles. One of my goals this year is to knit at least 12 pairs of socks because I had this crazy, wild brainstorm idea during Flossmas, because if you watched any of those, you know I tried to show any hand-knit socks on a daily basis that I was wearing. And I thought, how fun would it be to knit 24 pairs of socks in what I call Christmas or holiday themed yarn. And it could be Christmas by the name that the dyer gave the yarn, or it could be in color, just to fit the theme of December. So I thought, would it be fun to knit 24 pairs, put them in bags, mix them up, number them, and then each day I can open up a pair of socks that I will wear that day. So I know I'll definitely get 12 pairs done this year. I could get 24, who knows, but I'm going to start with 12. And then if I only have enough, I'll do a 12-day calendar or 12 days of Christmas calendar. I haven't decided yet, but I cast on my first pair a few days ago. And I do not have a full, I didn't print the full picture of what the socks look like. I'll insert a picture right here. The pattern is called the Avenue Socks by the Knitting Expat, who is Mina Phillips. She is in the UK. She is a fabulous designer. I have several of her collection sock patterns. I believe this one came from the New York collection. They are beginner-ish, easy patterns that take a different look at a different stance of the basic vanilla sock, and I just love them. And the yarn I chose, here is the label. It's by Cat Sandwich Fibers. The color is Merry and Bright, so there is your Christmas theme. She did release this a couple of years ago for Christmas as her holiday yarn. I absolutely love her yarn because they are bright and fun and cheery. This is what it looks like all caked up. It reminds me of a vintage Christmas colors. I absolutely love the non-traditional colors. And this is where I'm at with it. A little blown out because of the green, but I have finished the leg. I do a 2-inch cuff, that's roughly 2 inches, and then I did do a little bit of a longer leg on this one. I normally do about 60 to 70 rounds for the leg, but this one has 80. And what's nice about this pattern is she gives you different options to repeat this type stitch pattern. So I chose a 4-row repeat, but you could do 2 rows, 3 rows, 6 rows, 8 rows, 4 rows. You can design it however you want. So this weekend I will start the heel, flap, and gusset. I am I am knitting these on my Chiagus Magic Looping, and these are size 1, which is 2.25 millimeter needles. Absolutely love, love, love. And the Progress Keeper came from my mother. A couple of years ago, she gave me a ring that had, I don't know, 6 or 7 different type Progress Keepers that coordinated with each other. So, yep, super loving this. And I will definitely have this pair done at some point this month. And that is all I have for you today. That's it. It's short and sweet. One of my shorter videos. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, you know my plans for at least this week. I will be back for another update video maybe next weekend, or if not, I'm going to try next weekend because I don't think I will do an update during the 24 hours of cross stitch. So next weekend I will come back with another update 1 week from now. So yeah. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you have all been getting some stitchy time in, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you're working on, and let's have a conversation. I look forward to it. And so with that, I thank you all for liking, subscribing, leaving me a comment. I read each and every single one of them. I try to, well, I don't try, I do respond to each of you, and I've really enjoyed the conversations I've had with several of you during the past few weeks. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot to put this in my notes. That's why I forgot. But I did have a new commenter ask me a question. I did reply to her, but I thought I would also show her what I was talking about. Tammy, she asked me how I keep my fabric clean when using my wooden hoops. And I responded to her and told her that I put the piece of fabric on the hoop, so I'm stitching in the ditch. And I thought the easiest way to explain it is to show it. So this pattern, this fabric right here is on my hoop and in a way that I would call stitching in a ditch. So basically I put, normally most people, this would be the top of their stitching. I have it as the back of my stitching for a couple reasons. And ever since I learned how to cross stitch when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, this is how I put my fabric on the hoop. Reason being is that when you're holding your hoop, you're holding the outside of your fabric at all times, and sometimes the oils on our hands or whatever is what gets our fabric dirty. So you're always holding the back side of your fabric, so if it gets a little dirty, you will not see it on the front side. I also find that when the hoop is on like this, that in between here, if the fabric is going to get dirty because you have some dirt on the pieces of your hoop, the back side will get the dirt, not the front. I've never had my front get dirty from having it on my hoop on my fabric this way. And the reason why it's called stitching in the ditch is because, hello, there is a crevice and you're stitching down in the ditch. This is stitching on top, stitching in the ditch. So just in case anyone else was curious, I wanted to answer that question here. So Tammy, I hope this makes it a little bit clearer. I know that you said you were a quilter and stitching in the ditch means something different to you. It does to me too, because I also quilt. But yeah, that's what it's also called in cross stitching, when you put your hoop or your Q-snap on your fabric like this. And with that, I am actually really done this time. I hope you all are doing well and that you find some joy and happiness through your stitching this week, and that you're getting some time in to put lots of X's in. And I will be back in 1 week for my next update video. And until then, happy stitching. Bye.